Hello and good day to you. You're once again welcome to MSA Construction. So I'll discuss all things engineering, architecture, and 3D modeling. Today, we'll be learning in Blender how to draw a spring. But before further ado, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more contents like this, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell to be the first to see our latest tutorial videos on how to use Blender for 3D modeling and 3D architectural design. Thank you. Now let's get right into the video. We're going to be deleting the default cube, and then I want you to see what I'm working on. So I'm going to be enabling my screencast keys right here, as I usually do. Now let's get rid of this. Let's bring in a vertex. So go to mesh, and in mesh we go to single vertex and add a single vertex. Then we can move this vertex away from the center by 1 meter. I'm going to go here to change my units from meters to millimeters because I like working with millimeters better. So I have that there. Now what I need to do now is take this and add a modifier to it. So I'll be adding a modifier right here. So I go to generate, and in generate I go to screw. I can give the screw a 500. Then I go back to my objects mode to view what I'm doing, to see if it's indeed what I need to do. So I can reduce this to 300. Then I give it as many iterations as I want, and as you can see, it's building up into a spring already. Let's give it 10 iterations, and then let's look at what we have. Then we can simply just apply the modifier, and then you have this right here. Now when you go to edit mode, you have this, and then object mode, you have that. But that's not enough. This is just like a wireframe, and we need to make this into a solid object. So in order to do that, what we need to do is to go and convert this into a curve. And you can convert into a curve by either going to object right here and go to convert, or you simply just right click and then just convert into a curve. So once you convert into a curve, you can come down here to edit the curve. So what we want for this curve is we want to give it some extrusion. And as you can see, once you give it extrusion, you start seeing it become a solid object. I'm giving it an extrusion of 20, and then I come here and give it a depth of 20 as well. And then you have this. So you see that we have something that looks like a spring right here, but it's not good enough for me. So what I need to do is I can take this and scale on the z-axis to just make it even look more like a spring. So I can scale it by 3. Let's scale it by 3. So once you go back and look at it, see that it looks more like a spring right now. You could scale even before converting it into a curve, but it's a matter of preference. So we have that spring right here, but you can see that it has this rough patches, and I think I don't want that. So you could also play around with this, go to active spline and smoothing the edges, and once you smoothing the edges, see that it's looking even a lot better. Your spring is looking even a lot better. But I still want more from this. Now we can go on ahead to convert this back into a mesh. So let's convert it back into a mesh by going here and then convert it back into a mesh. And once you look at it, you see that it's looking even much better than what it was before. And what I want to do now is I want to add a subdivision surface modifier to make it look even better. So I go to generate and then subdivision surface, and I can wait a little bit for it to load up. And once I had a subdivision surface modifier, I can see that it looks even better than what it was before. So you can turn it up to 2 levels to have something that looks like this. I think this looks good. Then you can apply the modifier, then you have a spring right here. So this is how you design a spring. We encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more contents like this, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell to be the first to see our latest tutorial videos on how to use Blender for 3D modeling and 3D architectural design. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.